Hey guys, I heard from a few of you, from your parents, and even from some people in some other classes, that today's iReady lesson sort of sucked the life out of you and you were done. And so I thought I'd do a quick follow up series of videos to go with this idea of plus or minus 10, plus or minus 100. And remember, it's been a long time since we talked about this, but really, plus 10 minus 10 plus 100 minus 100 is the same thing as plus 1 minus 1 as long as you know which part of the number to look at. So let's do a quick one. I'm going to start small like I always do and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's do 34 plus 10. Now, a bunch of you probably know this in your head, but the number 34, 4 is the number of ones. This 10 right here tells me we're not dealing with the ones place. We're going to deal with the tens place. 10 is one stick of 10. So if you have 3 sticks of 10 and you add one more stick, do you still have 3 sticks of 10? No, you've got 4. So 4 tens and 4 ones is 44, right? Don't believe me? Check it out. 10, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 10 more really does. 30 plus 10 is 40. Plus 4 more, 4. So remember, when we're looking at adding or subtracting a 10, we're not going to look at the number in the ones place. We're going to leave it alone. We're going to look at the number in the tens place. Let's do it again. That one was kind of easy, right? So we have to go a little bit harder. Let's do 75 plus 10. Okay? This 10 right here tells me we're looking at the number in the tens place. We're going to add one group of 10 to that number. Is 5 in the tens place? It's in the ones place, right? That's 5 ones. But this 7 is in the tens place. It actually means 7 tens or 70. Now, if you've got 7 sticks of 10 and you add one more stick of 10 to it, how many tens will you have? 7 plus 1 more is 8. So you have 8 sticks of 10. That's 80. And 5 ones is 85. Now, if you were watching that video on iReady, you would have noticed that they had this little handy dandy hundreds chart here, which I did not draw, but all you had to do was put your finger on that number and then go down one row to do plus 10. The same thing happens when you're doing minus 10. If you've got a hundreds chart at home, you can use that, but we are trying to do the mental math. Now let's take 1 up into the hundreds place, okay? Let's do 156 plus 10. Now this gets a little bit harder. We're going to take this 156 and we're going to start at the very back of the number. That's 6 ones, right? 5 tens. And the tens place is what we're looking at because this number over here is a 10. So I'm going to underline that. This is the only number that's going to change right now is the number in the tens place. Now that's not always the truth, but this time it is the truth. If you've got 5 sticks of 10 and you add one more stick of 10 to it, how many sticks of 10 will you have? 5 plus 1 is 6. We still have a 100. Now we have 6 sticks of 10 and 6 ones. So 156 plus 10 more is 166. Not so bad, right? As long as you know the place to look in, it's going to be sort of easy peasy little cheater's way to do this because you don't have to worry about anything else. You just have to worry about the tens place when you're adding 10. And guess what? When you're subtracting 10, it works exactly the same way. Start small and we'll get bigger, okay? Let's do 28 minus 10. Now, 28 is 2 10s and 8 1s. This 10 right here tells me we're only going to worry about the number in the tens place, which right now is 2. If you have 2 sticks of 10 and you take 1 stick of 10 away, what's left? 1 stick of 10 and still have the 8 1s? Yeah. So what's left? 18. Don't believe me? 10, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take 1 stick away. It works. It works with these small numbers. It works with bigger numbers. But we do want to get to the point where we can start looking at this and solving it in our head. Tens, hundreds. Now, if you need to draw it out, draw it out. But we need to start seeing how the drawing it out and the ability to do it in our head are exactly the same thing. They go together. So we can start moving from doing this on the paper to mental math. Let's do 64 minus 10. Okay, 64 minus 10. Again, this 10 tells me that I'm only going to look at the number in the tens place. This is the same thing as that. 1 stick of 10, right? So 64 is 6 10s, 4 1s. I'm going to leave those 4 1s alone. If I've got 6 sticks of 10 and I take 1 away, how many am I going to have left? 6 minus 1 is 5. So I have 5 10s, that's 50, and 4 1s, which is 54, right? Yeah? Not so bad. Not so bad. We can do this. Let's do one number with hundreds, okay? Let's do 137 minus 10. Now this is where it gets a little harder because you've got 3 digits here. These are the ones. This 3 is the number of tens. 3 sticks of 10. This 10 tells me only bothering with the tens place. That's it. Okay? So if I've got 3 sticks of 10 and I take away a stick of 10, how many's left? 3 minus 1 is 2. So I've got 127. Everything else stayed the same except the number in the tens place. Same thing will work with 100s, but let's just focus in on tens for this lesson, okay? So, does that make it a little more clear? If you need any more help, I'll tell you what, come up with a problem, send me the problem, take a video of yourself working it out, whatever you need to do, get your parents to email me, and we will work that problem out together. All right? Love you. Mwah.